Well, hello everybody. Danny and Wanda back from Deep South Homestead. We're over in the cabin today. It's a nice, dreary, chilly day outside. No sun, just clouds. But I think
it's not as bad as it's gonna get.
No, I think
it's cool, but it ain't freezing cold yet.
It's not bad yet. Wait till another couple of 3 days here. It's going to be really, really tough. I mean, we got, what is it they said, 4 days of sub-freezing temperature?
Yeah, 4 days coming. But today we wanted to just announce our winners from our art contest that we did over on Freesteading. And if you're not on freesteading.com, look in the App Store, grab your iPhone or Android, whatever you got.
Whatever you're using.
They got both apps ready. And join us over on Freesteading. That's the new social media for homesteaders and preppers and just anybody that wants to get together.
Yeah.
It's for all countries, anybody in the world. I mean, we've had these questions asked, and just join us. Join Deep South and Crazy Days over on freesteading.com. So we have 2 winners.
Ain't they beautiful? Now, we showed these on a live stream the other night, our winners.
Yes.
We are so excited about them. One of them, I think, was kind of like we talked about, kind of like...
this one is from Lily.
Yeah, Lily, I think, kind of like set us up on that one.
Yeah, she put Danny and Wanda under it, and so...
How can you refuse that?
We could not pick that one.
Right.
So we chose another one to go with it, and then when we did that, Tag and Spags chose siblings. Both of them chose siblings for theirs. So they got 2 because they said we can't give one something and not give the other. So they were kind of like us. They had to do a couple.
One just didn't seem right. You know, I mean, there was so many entries that when you have just one out of each group, it just didn't seem fair. And I told Wanda, I said, look, let's just do 2. And the other ones involved, Tag and Spags, they agreed. They said, you know what, we can do 2. And
this one is from Julieanne, and what's so special is I didn't know it till I got them in the mail yesterday. Both of them are 8 years old.
Yeah, she was telling me that. We were excited about that, you know, but how was we to know that both pictures that we was choosing
were from 8-year-olds?
Were from both of them from the same age. I thought that was ironic.
And one was from Kentucky and one from New York.
Yes.
I'm not going to tell which is which.
No, that's not important.
But I've spoken with both moms. I gave both of them a $50 gift card so that they could do what they wanted. And one of them was headed to this online store looking for art supplies.
Yes.
And the other one was browsing to see what they wanted. So I'm really excited that they get a little bit extra for Christmas. And then they'll get some Freesteading, like a t-shirt or something from Freesteading.
Yeah, Freesteading itself will send them some goodies. Let's just put it that way.
If you want to see the other winners, go to Spags Unfiltered and Life Done Free, Tag and B.
Yes.
So they both will have winners on their channel. So what are we doing for Christmas?
Well, we're going to be spending some time over at the cabin. I mean, after all, that's what we have it for. It is time to, it's all decorated. Our granddaughter came down and helped Miss Wanda do a lot of decorating, and it's kind of special to us, you know, so we'll be spending some time over here during the holiday season.
And the tree has all the Homestead ornaments that we got about 3 years ago, I think.
Yes.
A lot of people sent us ornaments, so I call it my Homestead tree because all my Homestead friends sent them from YouTube. And if you want to see the tree and some of the things, I think I've added a few since then, but go over to Crazy Days. I have a video up where, several videos actually of doing a little decorating over here. And I don't know, we're not having a big special Christmas lunch.
No, we're
going to be easy.
Yeah, we're going to kind of like take it easy this year because this freeze that we've been going through, getting ready to go through, has really put a strain on Wanda and I for days. We've been getting things ready. We have so many trees planted outside that are tropical trees, and we have so many water lines everywhere that has to be taken care of, animal systems that has to be fixed. I mean, all kinds of vehicles that we have to monitor antifreeze in, check all that kind of stuff, and greenhouses and plants, and it's
We've been just going back and forth with all of them and checking each one. Now we know some of them may not make it through the freeze, and that's okay. But we want to try.
We was looking this morning. They're talking about 1 degree wind chill here. And
that's a little cold.
We're not. I'll be honest with you. I've traveled all over Mississippi working and different things, and the coldest I've ever had to work at in Mississippi was 4 degrees. I was involved in a multi-car pilot one morning in an accident on a bridge. It was iced over. It was 4 degrees. My radiator froze over on my truck going to work that morning and stuff like that. And now they're talking about 1 degree wind chill. And I'm 60-something years old. I've never seen that here. So
we've been down to zero a couple of times since we've been married, but it's only like one night.
Yeah, it's
or
like
something.
a day.
Not 4 days of staying below freezing, really hard freezing. So it's different for us.
It's different for us.
But we're gonna make it through it. We're gonna have our fires and hot cocoa, and and for Christmas lunch we do have turkey left. You know, plenty of turkey.
Plenty of turkey.
And I'm gonna make some dressing from our cornbread that I make, and we're going to do a green bean casserole, but it's going to be from our green beans. Our cream of that I make. And, if y'all want recipes for stuff like this, we've got them either on Deep South Homestead or over on Crazy Days. And it's DAZES because most people can't figure out how I spelled it.
And plus, now, go ahead and tell them you've got a cookbook.
Oh, I do have a cookbook, y'all. If y'all want one after Christmas, y'all start ordering them. I won't mail out in the next day or two, but next week I'll be mailing out again. So if you want a cookbook, it's got all my recipes. They're gluten-free. They can be changed from gluten-free to regular, or if they're regular, they can be changed to gluten-free. Either way. Yeah,
we want to take this time also. Over the past several years, many of y'all have been subscribed to us for a long, long time.
Yes.
And then there's some of you that's new. And we want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, just in case we don't get to say it again. We don't like saying Happy Holidays.
It's Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Yes.
That's what we grew up with, and we want a little bit of cheer.
Yes.
Everything's so solemn, and everybody's up in the air about everything. 2023 may be a very unusual year, but the last 2 years have been unusual. And we made it through it. So, let's just plug through and see if we can't figure out this next new year.
Well, every year is a challenge. I don't like to say a problem. I like to say the year's a challenge.
It brings its own ideas and its own difficulties.
But then sometimes these challenges, depending on how you handle them, can work out for the better rather than the worse. Now, let's don't get doom and gloom about 2023, even though we know that it's probably going to be a year of challenge. It could also be a year of great results, depending on the decisions that we make. And
y'all gonna learn to grow. If Deep South can make it, we're gonna show you. If we can't make it happen, then we'll show you. And the first videos in about 3 or 4 days, a week from now,
a week. Yeah.
We'll give it time after the freeze, about 3 or 4 days after the freeze. We'll take you around and show you what made it, what didn't. We'll show you the high tunnels and what made it in the high tunnels. It'll just be a good walk around. Danny will take you all over the place, and I'll follow him around with a camera.
Yeah, Wanda and I talked about this morning when we were in the high tunnels covering stuff up. I said, now is the time to learn what will work in the high tunnels. Because if something, even though we cover it in the high tunnels and it gets so cold that it doesn't make it, then we'll know in the future that if something is growing in the high tunnels and we have this cold coming again, we know not to spend so much effort and so much time trying to save something that's not going to last.
Yeah. And like Danny said, you don't want to learn on the job. You don't want to wait until you're in a crisis situation, and you got to learn to grow, and you have no clue if it'll grow or won't grow or how to grow it or what to do to fertilize it. And you know, you don't want to wait until you're in a crisis situation to do that. And that's the same, like Danny said on his video, with canning and with preserving food. Learning to cook from scratch is another one. You don't want to wait until you have to, because there's going to be an awful lot of burnt food, aren't there?
That they will. And again, in 2023, Deep South Homestead will probably be moving into a new direction. And hopefully it'll be a direction that you guys like. Wanda and I have several ideas for the year. Not sure exactly how we'll execute them, but
we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out, yeah. And I hope you'll enjoy it. Well, guys, we just wanted to take this opportunity, like we said, to wish y'all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I pray that through this severe cold that's coming, that each and every one of you will be able to stay warm, and you won't have any problems through the holidays. Everybody will stay healthy and strong, and everything will be good for you. That's Wanda and I's desire for all of y'all through the holiday season, is to be all that your family can be and enjoy yourself, and try not to follow the way of the world. You know, because the way of the world right now is just simply to separate all of us. But guys, we just want to say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and stay with us as we choose our new direction for 2023 here at Deep South Homestead. So guys, thank y'all from Deep South Homestead.